Okay, let me put on my tinfoil hat here because I'm about to get all 3D printer conspiracy theory on you guys. Okay, let me put on my tinfoil hat here because I'm about to get all 3D printer conspiracy theory on you guys.
No, you're about to get 3D printer complete. I'm gonna pull this shit out of my ass, and all of my feelings are real. It's this is not you going deep. This is not you exposing things. This is just you spewing your feelings about someone onto the internet, like you guys broke up last year. Like, what did he do to you? Let's just carry on.
But you know what? I might not be crazy after all.
That is in serious doubt, and this is coming from me of all people. It takes one to know one. That's the longer these videos go on, the more I'm in doubt of this.
Me out. This is this guy Frederick Osterlund who left a comment on my video, the last video, and he says, "I was thinking of subscribing, but nah. So Prusa stole your idea that you borrowed from someone on Thingiverse and then remixed and call your own."
Because other people can see that you're acting like a weirdo. Like, this doesn't make sense anymore, right? Your videos went from being genuinely good and interesting to just you rambling, and now this is like borderline incoherent. This is just doesn't make sense, and I don't understand your angle or your point or what you're trying to fucking accomplish with any of this shit.
What does he mean by that? Stole in...
You're so obsessed with like your own personal recognition. It's like you constantly accuse Prusa of being this self-centered, egotistical dude throughout this entire video when you're clearly projecting. And I know projecting is like an overused thing on the internet. I'm super aware of that. But like, it still is a real thing, and you this entire video is just you projecting that you wish you were something that you don't deserve to be, apparently, that you think you do. And it's just fucking sad.
Quotation marks, and he's pretending like he's never seen my videos before. I was thinking of
Not a lot of people have seen your videos, especially lately, because they're shit.
subscribing, but nah. So, he has seen my videos before. He's been watching for a very long time.
He probably feels really bad at all the time he's wasted.
And because like a year ago, when I very first brought up this issue of Prusa, borrowing or stealing or whatever you want to call it, getting inspiration.
You see this? Just say it with your chest, man. The one thing about this video that annoyed me over everything else is you're being a little bitch about it. Like just come out with it. Just say what you feel. All of this, I don't know, you could call it this, you could call it that, you could call it this, you could like, just fucking stop. Just say what you want to say and don't have a 29-minute video. This video could be 5 minutes, but instead you want to cloak and dagger and not actually come out with what you're saying, right? If you're going to accuse someone of something, accuse them of it. If you're not, then shut up.
Inspiration from my channel. I wanted to get a bunch of views, so I decided to make a headline that was very sensitive.
You can't even clickbait because your video didn't get that many fucking views for a start. So this is about you. You're just openly admitting it, that this is about you clickbaiting. This is about you just trying to start drama. Well, congratulations, you've done it, and you're gonna regret it.
Sensational, and I put Prusa stole my ideas. I put the word stole in quotation marks in that title. It was not on the thumbnail, and it was not on, it was just on the title. It was nowhere in the video.
I love how you think that changes anything. What does that actually change? It changes nothing. Spoiler alert. Sorry. You're just trying to be relevant for no reason. You could be relevant by actually making good YouTube videos that people want to watch. Instead, you want to start some weird like internet love story with Joseph Prusa.
I was just trying to get some views.
and I quickly changed it after only a couple hours. Hey guys, Comedy Shorts Gamer here. I realized that I fucked up and that I couldn't clickbait as hard as I thought I could, and therefore I changed it. And that totally removes the fact that I did it at all. If you do something and then you say you changed it a few hours later, it makes the intention and action completely null and void. So don't criticize me on it at all.
And I put the word stole in quotation marks to indicate the gray area, the dubiousness of the claim.
Stealing is not dubious, my friend. Stealing is not one of those dubious things. If someone steals something from you, they've stolen from you. Now, if you call the police, let's break this down. Imagine calling the police and saying, "Hey guys, I'd like to report a crime," and they're like, "Sir, what's your crime? We take this thing very seriously." Yeah, this guy might have stolen from me. What do you mean might? There is no might with stealing. He either stole from it or he didn't. Say it with your chest. Come on.
And so he's referencing something that only somebody who's been paying very close attention to my channel for years would know.
I don't understand how this makes your point any better. He's been watching your videos for a long time. He's considering subscribing to you, which is how you support YouTubers, right? You subscribe to them, therefore denoting that you find value in their content, and that allows them to get various things, including deals and access and influence, right, by the number of subscribers. So just because this dude's been watching your videos for a year, the fact that he's been watching your videos for a year and not subscribed is like really telling, because you make some good videos and then you make trash, and he's like, should I subscribe, shouldn't I, should I subscribe, shouldn't I? You think that this makes it, you think you're disarming this guy's comment here, when really it just shows the up and down nature of your videos.
But he's pretending like he's new, and I was thinking about subscribing to your channel.
He's not pretending. He probably feels really bad that he spent a bunch of time watching your videos, especially when today you're coming out with this garbage.
So here's the conspiracy. I think that the majority of Prusa fanboys on my site, the majority of hate that I get, is coming from a comment farm.
Where the fuck's my money, Joseph? Joseph, you owe me some goddamn money. A comment farm. A fucking comment farm. Look at your dumb ass. Is Joseph Prusa Vladimir Putin or something? You have been watching too much news, my friend. A comment farm for your irrelevant ass. You make shitty YouTube videos. People who haven't made YouTube videos in years still make better YouTube videos than you, right? There's still good YouTube videos out for channels that don't even make YouTube videos anymore, right? I don't know what you're on. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what this is. You seriously believe you're a grown man? Look at this white hair, right? You're not 17. You're a grown ass man, saying that people who disagree with me on the internet are obviously paid trolls. I just want my check, Joseph. I'm gonna hit you up on Twitter for my check, Joseph. You've been fucking about on me, boy.
I think it's coming from the 7 guys that Prusa has sitting there in the factory. You can see them sitting there working on the computer in the factory tour video.
People who work on computers in factory tour videos must be trolling me. I don't know if it's because I spend too much time in the mental hospital, but that's some paranoia right there if I've ever fucking seen it. Because let's break down this logic. Because in a factory tour, in a place of business and a factory, people are using the computers in a room together. They must be in a secret, apparently not so secret, apparently those people who are on the computer are there all day, every day, making comments just to fuck with you. 7 full-time employees in a fucking farm, in the factory, just to shit on your videos. How many... This makes no sense on any level. How many YouTube comments can you leave in an hour? Genuinely. Because I left about 25, 30 comments under this shithole of a video, and it didn't take me fucking 5 minutes. So you would have the overwhelming majority of comments on every video you've ever made would be by these people if they existed. It doesn't make any sense on any level. You're not that important. You're not that special. Shut the fuck up.
Videos, and I think that they all have many screen names, and they're leaving a constant stream of comments on my videos.
This is what happens when boomers watch news. The Russians are invading. They are creating click farms. Everybody runs scared. We.
To what's it called? To manufacture consent.
Manufacturing consent. Oh my god! Like you read Machiavelli once, and this is what happens. You just insane. People leave comments on your videos shitting on you because you do things that are worthy of being shit on. This wasn't necessary at all. I actually used to like your channel. I thought, oh, this is a good small channel. I like to support small channels in the ways that I can. I like to watch 3D printing content just like everyone else. And I like to see people up and coming. Tons of people I watch have 50 subscribers. 50. Right? I like to see them grow over time. I remember when Angus had 2,000 subscribers. I remember when Joe had under 5,000 subscribers. Uncle Jesse. Loads of great 3D printing YouTubers who contribute positively and don't do this kind of bullshit. You're not important.
To make it look like Prusa is more loved than he actually is.
This is amazing because it doesn't make any sense within the context of your own video. Like, your logic doesn't even make sense within itself, right? Because later on in this video, you'll complain that Joseph Prusa sells a lot of stuff. If the consent was manufactured, it wouldn't manifest in actual sales. If I just leave Amazon reviews for my stuff, but nobody actually buys it, it doesn't work, my friend, okay? Joseph Prusa is liked because he makes a good 3D printer. That's it. He makes a good 3D printer that people find value in and people choose to purchase. Is that too simple for you? No. You're too powerful for that. That makes too much sense. It must be about me.
So, yeah, I was going to include this as a postscript, sort of an afterthought to this video, but it's just too important. So I decided to put it at the very front. So.
That was very important. Everyone else who totally has better things to do is spending them doing this. It takes me, of all people, me, to do this because no one else has anything better to do. Unlucky for you, I don't have anything better to do.
Let's get into the actual video right now, shall we? I'm sure you guys have all seen the video where I talked about how Prusa drew inspiration from my videos for the second time.
And that video, I should have fucking savaged, but I thought, no, you know what? I'm gonna leave you alone. I'm gonna just let you do this, right? I thought maybe this would be like a one-off. Maybe, but now this is a pattern. Now this is just a pattern of just... And this isn't about defending Prusa to me because I don't actually care. I don't have any of his printers. I can't afford any of his printers. And that's not likely to change in the near future. It's not important for me, I just appreciate. What I'm sick of with this shit is you're just not contributing positively in any way. And no one else can really tell it to you like I can. Everyone else works for a big company, or they have a child-friendly channel or some kind of thing to protect that savaging your dumbass will make them look bad on. Unfortunately for you, I don't have any of these things. I don't work for anyone, and I'm actually invested in this community, and I spend my time and energy doing that, which is, I don't have a lot of energy. I have a fuck ton of time though, right? I spend my time and energy, and I have for years, trying to contribute positively to this community in any way I can. And your contributions are pissing me off at this point. So I just have to let you know about that. And that's what this video is for.
For features that he puts on his printers. And I got a lot of comments on that video.
I bet that's what you like, isn't it? That's the first thing you said. I got a lot of comments because I'm important.
A lot of them weren't very fair.
Not very fair because they don't agree with me.
And the unfair ones drew a lot of upvotes.
Because that's totally from the click farm. That's not because the majority of people who left comments that you deemed unfair, you know, it's not that argument resonated with people. No, it's because of the click farm, right? Got it. Cool.
Just very polarized in the world. You know, you're either on Team A or Team B.
There are no teams here. You're a dumbass, and I'm pointing it out to you.
How it seems to go. Nobody wants to look at the actual issues.
You're not looking at the actual issues. You're just making things up, and making your own, inflating your own sense of self-importance.
So I thought I would go through some of those comments as a starting point to this discussion. I want to talk honestly and openly about Prusa because I don't hate Prusa. I think he has been good for the 3D printing industry.
He's contributed a fuck ton more than you, even if everything you said in this video was correct, which it isn't.
But there's a lot of aspects of Prusa's influence that are problematic.
Ooh, there's that word. There's that word. Everyone who knows about that word, ooh, he said it. Ooh, he said it. I better not get a response video. I'm brown. White man talking down to me, that's problematic. Ooh, no, 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 no. This is getting worse and worse and worse.
So let's kick this off with the first comment that reads, well, you can see it on the screen, but it reads, "You do realize that Prusa is a large company with a team of designers working on printers and not just one man working out of his basement."
Like you.
Right? Well, yeah, of course I realize that he's not one man working out of his basement.
Yep. But later on, you'll say that he doesn't have a lot of people, then you say he does, and you use the either or comments to undermine both your positions. It just doesn't make sense.
I've seen, all the videos from Tom Sandlotterer.
You can't even say the dude's name right. Like, he says his own name quite a lot. You could have spent like 10 seconds and given him the respect of actually at least attempting to say his name properly.
And 3D printer noob, 3D maker noob, and I've seen all those. The people who get onto Prusa's good side, and
people who definitely can't afford their own printers, right? People who definitely require these free printers, and that's why they're sucking on the Prusa dick, right? Because that's the implication you make from this point. You make the implication that they get on Prusa's good side to get free stuff from him. They can get stuff on their own. Trust me, they have enough money. They're good, all right? They both have fans who support them, and they're both studious, resourceful people who make good videos and who contribute positively to this community, and that's why they're supported as much as they are, right? You're not being supported properly, and you're not getting the recognition you deserve, in your opinion, because you don't contribute positively. You make stupid videos like this.
It is a political move, make no mistake about it.
Political move. Because people from 3 different countries have some kind of political affiliation. What? Huh? Is this the Prusa party? Where do I join the Prusa party, huh? I want to redistribute the amount of fucking YouTube videos that you get to upload to 0.
About that. And he'll give you a factory tour then.
Anyone can get a tour of the Prusa factory. I just want to point that out. You can literally just go there. I mean, you can't because you're a dumbass and you piss everyone off. Just like me, by the way. So don't worry about it. I appreciate that point. But at least I do it in a funny way. Anyone can get a tour of Prusa's factory. Yeah? You can literally go there. They run tours. They're very proud of what they do. They work very hard. This is not this gilded thing. You can get a factory tour. You've been on a factory tour in China. It's not that hard. You just ask. Hello. You think about it. Call up. Hello, place of business. I would like to promote your place of business for free. Well, we can't allow that, can we? That would be too fucking weird.
And yeah, they show the whole operation there. But
they don't show the whole operation. They show what is on the tour. It's a tour. They don't show you everything on tours. They just show you what they want to show you. But this is just basic things. I don't know. I'm just probably young enough to be like your kid, and I can tell you this, so you should already know it.
One thing they never show is, hey, this is the design room. This is where a team of designers does stuff.
They didn't label everything, therefore it doesn't exist. Facts.
So no, I don't think it's a team of designers. I think it's just mainly Prusa. And even if it is a team of designers, which I have no way of knowing.
I have no way of knowing except using the internet and easily going on Twitter and finding all the people that work for Prusa who proudly display it on their Twitter profiles, LinkedIn profiles, etc., etc. Because who would want to work and advertise prominently that they work for a company run by a person who's a winner of the Forbes Prize 30 under 30, a multi-million-pound business, growing and growing and growing, and people just like to tell you where they work. Like, people are proud of the work that they do. You know, it's extremely easy to find out where people work. Just use the internet, old man.
I'm just guessing. I live on the other side of the planet.
And that's an excuse for not using the internet. The fact that you can't, like, go down to the streets of Prague and find out what the fuck's up.
And I'm just guessing.
He's just guessing. AKA pulling it out of your ass, my dude. You're just saying things that already confirm your own fucking opinions.
Even if there is a team of designers, he doesn't really make it seem that way. Everyone is a maker, only I am a 3D.
You really wish you could have your own t-shirt, don't you? He's the face of the company. You know, his brother's a Prusa too, and he stays behind him all the time. He's not an extroverted person. Prusa is. He's the face of his own company. Would you be upset if Steve Jobs had a t-shirt with his face on it? If Steve Jobs made t-shirts, would that be bad? Would Bill Gates in the 90s, would that be weird if he made t-shirts? Is that so strange? Like, I don't even have one of these t-shirts. Right? Being the face of your own company that you built is bad.
3D printer. There's the t-shirt. He wears this at every trade show. He wears it in every video.
Wearing my own company merchandise, pseudo advertising it in all of my videos is totally not a way to increase sales. No, it's because I'm an egotist. Yep, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Video, he wants everybody to know how special he is because his name is on his printers.
He's not special. Nobody thinks he's special. You want people to think you're special. You're not special. But you are just projecting. You are just putting your feelings onto this man.
It's not a team effort. It's him. It's his name.
It's not a team effort, despite the fact he has loads of employees, and I will continue to use that as justification for my points in the rest of this video.
That's what matters. Look, he makes his whole team.
That's his brother on his, touching his shoulders, by the way, right? He's a Prusa as well, and he could be just in front. They could completely change the marketing of their entire company to the Prusa brothers, right? They could have him featured as prominently because he's just as much to do with the company. He was there from the beginning. Everything. It's literally because he's the face of the brand. He's been the face of the brand for a long time. He started the thing. It's his decision. He's in charge. If you make a company, I'm sure if you ever sell a printer, one, it's gonna do fucking terrible and get trashed all over the goddamn place because no one fucking likes you. But even if you did make a decent printer, I'm sure I won't find your face or you featured prominently in anything. I definitely believe that, and everyone else watching this video totally believes that.
His whole team. Who are these guys? Do you know their names?
You can use the internet and find them. It's not hard. It's so simple. It's beyond trivial. I don't understand why going on a bunch of people's profiles and cyber stalking a bunch of people would change any of these points. It doesn't. But you can do it if you want.
This guy's name is Shane. I like him. He was nice to me.
I like him. He was nice to me. Therefore, he pumped up my ego. He made me feel like I was important. Therefore, I like him. Everyone else, trash. Prusa, trash. Prusa, trash. These two dudes I can't be bothered to figure out who the fuck they are, trash. But him, he was nice to me, so he's cool.
But yeah, do you know their names? Have you ever heard of them before? No, all you know is Prusa. His whole company, all you know is him.
He just pays these dudes to stand around and look like there's more people working there when in fact they don't do anything.
So, And, you know, furthermore, if he had a team of engineers working with him, I guarantee the zip ties.
Because someone does something I don't agree with, nobody is there.
These would not have passed muster with any actual engineer.
Any actual engineer, aka me.
So this, people want to criticize me. They're like, you use zip ties on your little thing. Whatever. That was another video. You can go watch.
That was another video, therefore it's not relevant at all.
Watch that if you want to. But yeah, I used zip ties to hold a piece of plastic hose together. Prusa's using zip ties to hold the foundation of the printer together.
The foundation of the printer that people still like, still bought in masses, and that you complain about people buying. If people didn't like the zip ties, they wouldn't buy the printer. If people bought the printer and found the zip ties to be a problem, they could return the printer. The market itself has shown that this is popular, and people obviously don't care. You can care all you want, but that doesn't mean there isn't engineers working on this. Maybe they found out this is a solution. Maybe this was good enough. Who cares?
These rods, what are they? 10 millimeter, 12 millimeter rods? Those are what the bed rides on. So that's what's the moving bed, the print, you know, all of the heated bed, the glass or the flexible print surface, all of that. That's inertial mass that's being moved on that foundation, which is held down by zip ties.
And people still buy the shit out of it. Oh no.
And gravity. So does it work? Clearly. Clearly, the Prusa printer has
great. Because I wouldn't do it like that, you're trash.
Quality, but I bet you could make it significantly better if you made that attachment stiffer. That's no good. No engineer would ever approve that. It's just so hokey. So
don't buy it.
Yeah. Yeah. So another thing about this comment is it feels like you're making this very personal, very direct, and slanderous. Oh my goodness. I'm slandering Joseph Prusa.
Now I'm slandering you. I like how this triangle's working out. You're going to be on the bottom, though.
Joseph Prusa, who sells 3,000 printers a month.
That piece of shit engineered zip tie motherfucker, and they still flying out the door. Aren't you fucking upset? Look at that upset face. Shit.
10,000 boxes go out of his store every month.
And 10,000 boxes don't come out of yours. I don't know. What does this have to do with anything?
He's making really good money from this,
money
you guys.
That he deserves.
His YouTube channel has 74,440 subscribers as of the making.
He barely upgrades and barely updates on, except people find value in his videos because they're like interesting and informative and well made, and thus he gets more subscribers than you. Feels bad, man.
Of this video, my channel 21,000.
My channel has 7 subscribers, by the way, and this is literally the first video I've made in like 5-6 years. So, you know, Lamau. Guess you can't complain that I'm fucking taking the piss out of you, because that would be you punching down to me, little old me. Well.
So he is 3.5 times larger than I am just on YouTube.
And what do you think this supports? How does this make anything different? This doesn't change anything, my dude. I hate to break this to you. It changes nothing. It literally changes nothing.
I don't think this is a fair fight.
It's not a fair fight, because I'm a person criticizing another person, and that person not criticizing you back, except maybe like the occasional YouTube comment. Like, because you have a different amount of subscribers suddenly it isn't fair. As if these weird edicts mean anything. Well, guess what, my friend? You're like 50,000 I don't fucking know, right? I can't do math, right? I'm just pointing out that this entire line of logic is just fundamentally flawed. But it means that you can never criticize me for making this video, so I guess I'm not worried about that anymore, as if I was worried in the fucking first place.
I don't think this is a fair fight. And every one of you who's like cheating in the comments and slandering me.
Cheating. Expressing my opinion is cheating. Because this isn't an army, right? no, yeah. This is the whole thing with like the click farm thing. Like he feels like he's being attacked by multiple people. Yes, multiple people are criticizing you because you're being a dumbass. If you stop doing this and go back to making fucking great YouTube videos, no one will think you're a dumbass. It's that simple.
Me and attacking me personally. Like,
I'm attacking you personally. I think I'm the first person that's going to be attacking your ass personally. I don't like you. I don't like what you're doing. You need to fucking stop it. I don't think anyone else has attacked you personally. People have commented on you, criticized you. This is an attack. This is me attacking you. So get ready and get used to that shit.
like you're making it an even less fair fight. So
You're bigger than me. You're older than me. You have more money than me. So you're going to have a real big time fucking criticizing me after this.
yeah. All right. Speaking of people who want to slander me and really hate me, there's this guy named Steven the Lightspeed. We'll get to his comment in a second, but first, let me tell you guys about Steven. So
let me just poison the well. Let me just grab my giant bucket of poison and throw it down the well.
Approached me 10 videos ago. I don't know, a few videos ago, and he was laying a trap for me. He said, "Hey, I'm friends with the Country Fried 3D Printing or Country Bumpkin. What the heck? Anyway, some country something or other 3D printing channel." And I know for a fact because of other comments that country 3D printing guy was talking up, not pirated, cloned versions of the Duet board.
Other people like things that I don't like. Nah. Look at my face. Meh. Other people like things that I don't like. Meh.
Was selling the crap out of those clones from China, and
other people making money and I'm not. Meh.
I have adopted the strong stance against clones.
I am righteous. You are trash. You do things I don't like. That's problematic. I told you guys it was going to mean something.
Go watch this video if you don't understand why I would do that, and if you think
Go watch my video where I literally do nothing but freaking virtue signal about how I love genuine products and not clones. Despite me having 2 clones, 1 and 2 literally right behind me. Good job.
I'm wrong, go watch this video first and then argue with me on this video's comments.
And get me more views so I feel more important, and get me more pings so I can respond to your damn comments so I feel like people are talking to me.
But yeah, so basically I was hurting Country's channel without it
You
wasn't
have the power to hurt anyone's channel because no one gives a fuck about you.
Personal. I just severely disagree with his morality there to champion.
Guys, morality. It's the morality, guys. Ooh, I am holy. I am good.
Clones. Not that I'm innocent. When I first started my channel, I said a few positive things about clones, and
there are lots of clones that are good. Whether you choose to buy from the original inventor or something, or buy a clone or copy, is irrelevant. For a lot of people, it's not a choice because not everyone is like us, being privileged fucks who live in first world nations that can afford first party products. Some people live in countries where they earn a lot less money, right? It's irrelevant to you and to me, right? You can make the decisions about buying for yourself. I can make the decisions about buying for me. I don't have any money, so I don't buy shit. So this is irrelevant to fucking me. But this holier than thou shit needs to fucking go away.
I don't say those things anymore. But yeah, so Steven...
Stay woke, my dude. Niggas creeping. They gonna find you, gonna catch you sleeping.
Lightspeed said, "Hey, why don't you join a roundtable discussion with the folks here at Country, and also there's a couple of us Prusa guys in the discussion as well." And I'm not an idiot. Like,
that is really debatable by the videos you've been making recently. Okay, dude, I'll tell you what. All right, you talk about fairness, all right? Why don't you come on a live discussion with me and my 7 subscribers, all right? One-on-one, okay? Where we can talk about whatever you like, my dude. We can talk about why you keep doing this dumb shit. Right? One-on-one. Right? Me, Mr. Nobody. No power whatsoever. Come ahead. Go ahead.
Like, I don't know what he would think that I would, like, walk into some discussion on somebody else's platform where they can edit it. And
Yeah, because you're acting like you're walking into some, like, a room, like a dark room, and like 7 people sitting around the table and be like, listen here, man, we're gonna talk about what you've been saying on the internet, you know? Like, if you don't like a conversation that you're having on a live stream with people, you can just say, you know what, I'm not interested in this conversation anymore, and hang up and go live your fucking life. You're acting like you're fucking in danger or some shit. It's some fucking pussy shit.
they can cut my mic off and they can do all that kind of stuff. And there's like 5 of them who all disagree with me. And
I've had plenty of discussions in my life with more than 5 people who disagree with me. If you're so holier than thou, if you're so forthright in your conviction, if you can't defend your conviction under scrutiny from multiple people, you're gonna have a bad time being so woke, my dude. You're not gonna have a great time at that.
I know because he got real angry with me later on. He just really wanted to take the angle of I'm some sort of self-important egotist who thinks he...
You know it's leaking out because you're self-aware deep down. Deep down, you know that's true. It's okay, I am too, but I'm self-aware. Just admit it. Just be open with it. It's okay. Nothing happens.
He's better than Prusa. He just wanted to take that angle. So this guy has been attacking me time and time again. I don't know. I could ban him.
Criticism is not attacks. Also, banning people does not stop them from commenting or looking at your YouTube videos. Thinking that you could ban people from your fucking YouTube videos when you're convinced there's a paid-for click farm against you would be fucking pointless.
Have that power, you know. I could.
Which is why, like, the whole click farm thing makes no fucking sense, even within the logic of this fucking stupid shit.
But I'm a free speech kind of person, so I'll let him say his things because he's the crazy one. Like, why? Like, what did I ever do to you?
You made all these dumb YouTube videos where you slander someone that people actually respect. That's what you did. If you didn't know, I told you.
Even, right? Why are you so obsessed with taking me down? Are you being paid by Joseph Prusa?
I wish I was at this point. Okay. Unfortunately, I'm not well enough to get a job right now. And Country obviously has a job. You could find that out if you look to his Twitter and he, you know, talks about it and mentions it. It's not that hard. But you don't know how to use internet, Grandpa, apparently. Apparently you're just so inept or so blind, you know, that you think everyone against you is paid. Get your meds. Go back on them. I take my meds. Everyone, listen to your doctors and take your meds, or you can end up like this dude.
Do you work at a comment farm?
No.
For Prusa, where you make money by attacking me?
If there was a comment farm, right, Prusa, if this is real, right? If this is real, I want to join the comment farm. Alright, I will be a head of memes at the comment farm, and I want to get paid 2,000 V-Bucks a day, alright? For my Fortnite gamers, okay? Attention, epic gamers. Join the fucking comment farm.
Are you crazy? Did I trigger you somehow with some words?
Ooh, triggered. See, he's flipping that one back at you guys. You know, he's aware.
Or, you know, do you have like a crush on me?
No.
I mean, I guess that would make you crazy too. So you're probably just crazy, is what I'm saying. You're the one calling me crazy, but I don't think it's me. I think it's you. So anyway, let's get into the actual meat of Steven's comment here. It says Thingiverse thing, this number, and other thing, this number, and this number are all...
I really hate this part, so I'm just going to skip forward. This is blah, 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 blah. Other people did blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah.
Engineering team. So, like, the most egregious case of this, I think, I don't know, again, I don't know, I'm just guessing here, but Scott Latine.
Keep his name out of your fucking mouth. Shut the fuck up. Scott has done nothing but good for this community. Nothing but good. He's contributed the most important piece of software for free, open source. Don't bring him into this shit. If you want to start drama, if you want beef, if you want to fucking talk about somebody, talk about me instead. I'll fucking savage you. Leave him alone. He's on his own things, minding his own business, being a perfectly reasonable and fruitful human being. Keep his fucking name out of your dirty mouth.
Right, let's talk about the guy who wrote Marlin. Now, granted, Marlin's open source as well.
That's a real OG. Leave him the fuck alone.
Right, Marlin's open source, but this guy, Scott Latine, he's look at he only gets 426 views.
He's not a YouTuber. He's not out here making YouTube videos. It's an Ask Me Anything. He's positively contributing to the community. He's having an open dialogue with a very select number of people. He's not out here trying to be YouTube famous. He's minding his own fucking business. If I swear to God, just keep his name out of your mouth.
His AMA. This is the guy responsible for 50% of what makes a Prusa.
You're also pulling that shit out of your ass, but you got so much stuff up to that point, I can't point out every single thing. So let's carry on.
The firmware is so important to printers, and this guy is responsible for making Marlin happen. So he should be a millionaire.
If he wanted to be a millionaire, he would have put things in the software to make him rich. If Scott, he wanted to make it the way he made it. He made the decision. If he's smart enough to do all these things that you feel he's being mistreated about, right? If he's smart enough to come up with this amazing thing, he's also smart enough to know what to do with it. And he chose to do what he wanted to do with it. And that's his decision because it's his thing. And he decided to give it to everybody. It's up to him. He's a grown man. Why are you trying to treat everybody like children?
3,000 printers a month go out of Prusa's doors with his firmware on them.
He could have literally just licensed the firmware to Prusa. If he wanted to do that, he could have. He could fork Marlin right now, close source it, and fucking carry on.
And I really hope that Scott's been, suitably compensated. He
definitely hasn't been. There's one thing in this fucking video I can agree with you with. Unfortunately, I don't have any money to give Scott, but I'm sure you do, so feel free to give him some if you're so good.
Should be a millionaire from Prusa's success alone, let alone all the printers in China that also have Marlin on them. So yeah, that's the core of the whole issue. And looking at this again, I just keep going back to this because it's a convenient list. Some YouTuber Chiltern Flyer gave me a list of things that he thought Prusa was responsible for. Now, it's no accident, you guys.
Prusa's contributions to 3D printing are literally irrelevant. It doesn't matter. Nobody cares. He made a product. People like it. You butthurt.
It's no accident that all of these fanboys, when I can find fanboys, because they look like real people, there are also...
They're definitely not real people. I'm not a real person. Nobody knows me or who I am, and no one... I'm definitely in a check farm. I sound like that. I'm in the comment farm right now.
People that I'm convinced are working in a comment farm that are probably being paid by somebody. They just have there's no activity on their account.
All I do is watch YouTube videos on this account. That's why there's no open activity. Not everyone is doing what you're doing, mate. Not everyone wants to be a famous YouTube person. Some people just watch YouTube videos and get on with their fucking lives.
Got no playlists and they've got no videos.
Why the fuck would I make playlists if I don't have any fucking videos? If I didn't have any videos, why would I make any playlists? What?
Uploaded and they've got one subscriber and
because they're not making YouTube videos.
It's very suspicious.
That's definitely suspicious. It's not that they're just a person who doesn't use YouTube as a creator. They just like to watch things. No, it's definitely because they're part of a secret click farm run by Joseph Prusa against me. Do you hear yourself talk?
That they're a real human being. But this guy, Chiltern Flyer, seemed like a real person, and he really was an acolyte. He really believed in Prusa.
An acolyte. We get the religious symbolism here. Yes, the cult of Prusa, my friend. The cult, the bastion. All pray to the Most High, Joseph Prusa. Yes, an acolyte. Indeed, he is. We have the membership card and everything.
He thought that all of these things they birthed by Prusa. They came from Prusa. And that's the marketing. That's Prusa's genius marketing at work.
Prusa never actually claims to create anything in his marketing. This is just this dude's opinion. right? I think it's irrelevant to the discussion, honestly, personally, right? Joseph Prusa never says he invented jack shit. You can go and watch any video about any Prusa product. He never says, I invented this as the creator of blah, as the lead engineer of blah. It's not in the marketing. It's literally just how you're taking everything. You are absorbing this, reconfiguring it in your own fucking brain, and then deciding what it means. Amazing.
Work to make us all believe that he is responsible for all these, but he's not. So the most important one to me here is this optical filament sensor, and this was on Hackaday. This guy hacked his mouse. I mean, look at this. He's running I don't even know what printer he's running.
Because when you put something on Hackaday, you totally don't want other people to do it. No, you put things on Hackaday to keep them a fucking secret. You don't want anyone to see what you did and how to do it. No. Next thing, you'll look at all the fucking patent infringement going on in Instructables.
Custom made something or other, but he hacked his mouse to basically have the laser, like a laser mouse, track his filament. And this was the original. This is where it all came from. December 8th and 2.
Because no one's ever used this. This has never been done in any industrial application that's being moved over. No one's ever done this before. This Hackaday thing in 2016 is the first time that a laser has been used to check if a rod, a cylindrical object exists. No other factories throughout the entire industrial revolution have used this groundbreaking technology. Some dude on fucking Hackaday. I'm sorry, Dan, you're not some dude. This is probably pretty cool, apart from the fact that you're using a Tevo.
2016, and that's where Prusa got the idea. You know, without that guy's hack, Prusa wouldn't have that technology. And
definitely wouldn't. Totally sensible.
That's pretty cool. That guy should also be making money, not just Scott Latine, right? Prusa should be, you know, calling him out and being like, hey, I owe you. I've sold a whole bunch of printers.
No. But that's what you want Prusa to do to you, right? That's what you want Prusa to call your phone and say, hey, I'm sorry, design prototype test. I'm so sorry that I stole all your ideas. I'm closing down the click farm. Your check's in the mail. So fucking stupid.
Based on that that filament runout detection, you know, optical detection. But this is so funny, and this is why I want to bring this up too. It doesn't work. Right? Why is Prusa suddenly copying my video?
It does work. It just could work better. And that's why he's changing the part and making it better. It's almost like this is some kind of iterative design process. It's almost like this is like an iterative, self-replicating, self-improving technology. That would be like a really weird, like, what would we call that? What would we call that, guys? Comment down below if you know what that's called. I'm a YouTuber now, by the way. See, I say things like comment down below.
Well, copying. You know, right? Why is he drawing inspiration from my video?
Say it with your fucking chest, you piece of shit.
With the optical sensor with the lever, because the tracking sensor with the laser mouse sensor there doesn't work. And now I've got one on my Ender 3 coming from Duet.
And I put it on my printer because it doesn't work. That makes sense.
And I mean, it works kind of,
oh,
but there's just...
It does work, but it could be better. It works kind of, and it's almost like from user feedback, he decided to improve it. Fucking weird.
There's an element of the shininess to the filament. Different filaments behave in different ways.
Welcome to High School Chemistry 101. Light bounces off shit. The angle of incidence equals the angle of intersect equals the angle of reflection. High school physics. Lasers.
And so it eventually catches when it's not feeding fast enough because there's a jam, or when it runs out of filament. It eventually catches. But with the switch, with the lever, you catch it instantly. The second that it stops feeding through the extruder, the firmware knows and can instantly shut down the printer and stop printing and resume right there, so you don't get any gaps in your print. So that's why Prusa adopted that technology, because this other one, this mouse tracking optical...
And you're the first one to ever say that. Not the thousands and thousands of people who already have the printers, use them and give user feedback to try and improve it. No one. You are the first one to ever figure that out. congratulations.
Sensor thing, it has its flaws, right? So there's flaw number 2 on the Prusa printer. Flaw number 1 being the zip ties. Flaw number 2 being the optical sensor doesn't really work. So let's go down through this list here. Mesh bed leveling. Okay, fine, but it uses the proximity sensor based on inductive magnetism, right? And I showed in my video the problem with that based on
the problem with it. Regardless of any problems with it, people still like it. People are still buying it. You're just repeating yourself. Why is this video so long? I'm gonna have to cut so much of this shit out.
The heat, right? But there's another problem with that, and that's you're not directly measuring the print surface. You're measuring the metal under the print surface. So what if you have an irregular sheet over the top of your print surface, right? Prusa is doing the powder coated or very regular PEI, but if you have an air bubble under the PEI,
it's almost like that's why you pay for Prusa products, not because they're amazing and better than anyone else's, but because there's a higher level of quality control that you can trust the fact that, you know, these things were checked in a rigorous quality control process that I'm sure you get at other companies for much less money. I'm sure that's not where the majority of the costs of a Prusa printer are. No. But I'm not as smart as you. I've never taken an economics class, and I've only ever taken one accountancy class. So it's not even really a business class. But hey, that's just my uneducated opinion. But I don't know. I'm not an expert like you.
That gives you problems, right? So you want to directly measure the print surface. So his sensor is wrong. So there's problem number 3.
His sensor is not the way I would do it, therefore it's wrong. But he still sells 3,000 printers a month, and that makes me mad.
The sensor is not ideal. I much prefer a BL touch sensor, but there's this also fantastic way of doing it with using the nozzle, or you can use if you want to do a hacked version, there's...
No one is forcing you to do these things. It exists, therefore it upsets you. That's just fucking weird. Like, that's just so fucking woke. Like, unbelievably woke. You carry on, sir. You're gonna reach levels of woke that I didn't even think were possible.
There's this great Allen wrench sort of precursor to the BL Touch that uses an Allen wrench. Very clever. And then, of course, I love the way that the Duet sensor for Delta printers works. It's using a strain gauge. It's basically a digital scale, and so it can detect when there's pressure on the nozzle. So you use the nozzle itself to touch the bed. So
the thing that I already bought that I'm very happy with does it differently to the way this guy I don't like does. Therefore, meh.
Strain gauge measures. It's amazing. So you don't even have to have an extra sensor. That's absolutely the feature. It should be here today. And the reason it's not here today is because Prusa
already is here today. You have it right behind you. What the fuck is this? You already have it. What do you mean it's not there? It is fucking Joseph...
and adopted it, right? Because Prusa is the market leader. That's undeniable.
And he stops everyone else from making things. Nobody can make anything unless Joseph Prusa said so. Shit, I let the secret out. Oh shit, I'm not gonna get my V-Bucks now.
Okay, 24-volt electronics, that's a good thing. I'm glad he's got us all in 24
He's got us all. He's the one controlling all the power supplies for the entire world. Man, I don't know how you found out this secret plan, man. He's just that fucking powerful. Meanwhile, controlled by Joseph Prusa. Fucking hell.
Volts. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm sure there's more things that I could get into. Actually, we're going to get into it here in a second.
This video totally isn't long enough. That's why there's many more things that you actually left out. That's fucking... Whoa. Oh, dear.
I don't know. Let's skip around. The MMU, the multi-material upgrade. So, like a year and a half ago, something like that, I was just so impressed by Prusa. Back then, I thought Prusa was the bee's knees. I thought he was great. And
until he didn't acknowledge me and treat me like I was special, and now he's a dick. A big, stupid, poopy face dick.
I copied him. Like, I made a printer, one of my Chinese clones.
Back when I wasn't woke. Back when I thought clones were okay. Stay woke.
The clone, but just one of my crappy
Chinese...
Chinese...
I wasn't a clone, because clones are bad, okay? Yeah. This thing that was totally a clone that I made, totally not a clone though, because stay woke, blah 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 blah.
These printers, and I started fooling around with both the diamond hot end and also just the 3D.
My man's talking about structural integrity, acrylic. Stop.
Different filaments feeding into
It's
it.
an ANET, isn't it? An ANET is a free house fire, by the way. If you guys really want to start a fire for only like $100, ANET.
Through like a rail system, just like Prusa is doing. And I found out that there's a problem with using a single nozzle with multi colors. So first of all, if you have a white PLA and then you have a black PLA, the black is going to soak up heat quicker than the white PLA. So
welcome to high school physics, everyone. Thermodynamics. How does it work?
Change the temperature of the nozzle to get a truly optimal print from white to black PLA, even if it's the same brand of.
Because changing the temperature is such a hard thing to do in G code. No, it's fucking impossible. I mean, it's either 200 or off. That's it. That's all you got.
PLA, there's just so many other problems. Stringing, jamming, like it's a
those two Bondtech gears, known for their stringing, known for their jamming, Bondtech gears that can literally lift up a small child. I've seen it. I've seen them hold some ridiculous weight. Yeah, those things just, everyone thinks the Prusa printer is shit. That's why they buy 3,000 of them a month apparently.
Bad technique to use a single nozzle. And you have all that wasted. You leave a big block of filament from purging.
Because filament's so expensive. Filament crazy expensive. Like, how could you spend like an extra couple hours waiting and like 50 cents of filament left? Oh no, shit.
The nozzle, it's bad. Like that's a major just no.
A major design flaw that everyone overlooks and buys, but me, I'm smart.
Just don't do it. You got to do this like back and forth motion to try to keep it from stringing, and even then, it's like Prusa claims it works, but here's this guy, zero.
It's not a claim. It's demonstrable that it works. There are thousands of them in the wild. People can see the prints from them. I've seen prints directly from them. It works. It's not up for debate. Like, reality doesn't require your consent, my dude.
Calvin, and he's got an interesting up-and-coming channel. I don't know how many subscribers he has, but he made this one video.
I'm sure he's really upset that his fucking name is coming out of your mouth, boys. He doesn't want to be associated with you. I'm damn sure about that.
Here, and he doesn't hate Prusa. He loves his Prusa. He spent.
Wow. See, let's look at this. This guy's got 26,000 views on this video. Not a lot of subscribers, because he made an actual in-depth and great video that people clearly find value in. You can learn a lot from him. You know what? Oh, Calvin, shout out to old Calvin. He's out here making great videos. You should learn from him. Maybe you should watch all of his videos and then just do that. Or just stop. Preferably just stop.
Full money on it, and before this video he had nothing but good things to say for Prusa, and then he got the
926 subscribers, 26,000 views. I'm sure no one is, finding value in what he's saying. Yeah. It's because he's a Prusa fan.
Upgrade, and he gave it 3 poops out of 5. So it's not a fully 5 poop crap product, but it's 3 out of 5. So it's
something requires improvement. Therefore, I gave it an honest review so that people can maybe go back and fix the problems with it and make the next version better. What a dick! Everyone, thumbs down. Wow.
Most of the way to being a fully crap product. And watch this video. I'll link it right here. I highly recommend it.
Don't link his videos again.
The multi-material upgrade. It's a bad technique. We need to do tool changing. However you do tool changing. Now there's a couple of different techniques for it. There's the sort of like the one that I saw on YouTube where it flips back and forth like this. Pretty cool. Same YouTube.
I'm sure these designs are already like well out there that you can easily go and download and put on your own machines. So what the fuck is stopping you? Just because someone else does something you don't like doesn't mean you have to make a whole dumb YouTube video about it. What the fuck is wrong with you? Get diagnosed.
User designed one for a Prusa style printer, right? Where it drops off the color, one color here with a magnet, drops it, and then goes to the other side and picks it up over there. And so that's a pretty cool technique. But the best technique by far, just the most amazing technique, is the E3D tool changer.
Okay. And
It's coming. God, I can't wait. Like, come on, get
if
here.
it was up to me, I would bar you from buying this. Good thing E3D are not as stupid and heartless as I am. But I just want you to know.
Can't get here soon enough. But see, this is where we have to start to have the discussion. Does Prusa actually advance 3D printer technology?
Why does that matter? Seriously, how are you advancing 3D printing technology, huh? What the fuck are you doing? I'm not advancing 3D printing technology. I know that. If he isn't, who cares? If he doesn't advance, then his printers will no longer be worth it, and people will stop buying them, and then he won't make more money. This works itself out. This is a problem that this solves itself. If Prusa's products are bad, if he doesn't have any engineers, and he just does nothing but employ people like me for V-Bucks to work at the damn click farm, then his company will fail. And then it's over.
Right? Because he's pushing this multi-material upgrade on us.
Pushing it on you. He's coming to your house, kicking down your door, taking your credit card, and throwing it at your fucking face. He's pushing it at me. No, he's advertising his product. He doesn't fucking put advertisements on your local news or your TV or whatever fucking boomer technology you use to get your fucking information, right? He advertises his products on his own channel. That's it. Right? He advertises his products in his own place. Pushing it on us. Push that. Joseph Prusa, feel free to, I don't know, push it on me. Okay? I'm tired of working for V-Bucks. Alright? I want a multi-material upgrade for a printer I can't afford.
Right? We just talked about all the other problems from Chiltern Flyer. You know, like there's three things that he's pushing that the industry thinks are standard, which are not good enough.
Prusa does not set industry standards. You think that because you're obsessed with him, but everyone else who's sane, myself not included in this one, unfortunately, but all the sane people tell me that he's just a part of a thing, and he does what he wants, and everyone else does what they want. That's why E3D invented the tool changer, and not him.
It could be better. So if the industry follows Prusa, which it absolutely does,
In my fucking made-up fantasy world,
that's not a good thing because he has chosen to adopt substandard technologies. So
unlike the standard technologies that I use, because I make so many things and I do things and I do stuff and my mom thinks I'm cool.
With the E3D, this is, oh my god, so much better than everything on a Prusa.
Yeah, E3D make really good shit. They do. They're a great company, run by great people. Just that one just has to, there you go. That's how it works. They make good things. So, you can buy that. Don't ever buy a Prusa and give E3D all your money. I don't care. No one else will care either. Just do that. I tell you what, you buy the tool changer and then do videos about how great it is. And no one will complain. Everyone will be like, thank God.
Let's talk about the frame design, right? You have X and Y moving, and then the bed just drops in Z. And the X and the Y that move is on a gantry, so your print more or less stays stationary. It drops a tiny little bit with each layer.
I bet you this dude doesn't even know about big box. Like, E3D tried to make a printer before, and it didn't do commercially well, the big box printer. And there was nothing really wrong with it. It was a really good printer from everything that I saw. It just didn't do well. Right? But you only know things that adhere to your worldview, right? It's almost like there's a lot of sensible people there that learn and iterate with some kind of weird self-replicating iterative process that's just science fiction.
But it moves very slowly. So you have almost no inertial mass. That's key. With a Prusa printer, you have the weight of the bed, the weight of the bearings, the weight of the subassembly on the bed, all of the the heating element in the bed, and you have the actual print itself.
Which I'm definitely sure no one at Prusa did the calculations of the weight of all of those things and then used stepper motors that were capable of easily moving that amount. No, that would be math, and that would be some kind of engineering, which no one at the Prusa research team ever has. But me, I know everything.
All of that weight being moved back and forth constantly in the Y direction. It's a bad design. So Dr. Ed Sells invented the...
Keep actual good people's name out of your mouth.
What was it? The Mendel printer years and years ago. And when he invented it, it was for use as a self-replicating machine. And it was invented to use easily accessed materials at the time. So 3D printing has taken off since then. We can get
taken off since then. Yeah, 3D printing definitely didn't exist before that. No. In my world, where I am the crusader for the morality of blah 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 blah, that you don't know what you're talking about, my dude. Fucking hell.
Get all kinds of things you couldn't get back then.
I hope everyone watching this video is realizing how tired I've got in watching this video. I've ended up watching this video like 3 different times at this point, and I don't even know why I'm doing this. This is probably some kind of weird form of self-harm that I'm doing, but fuck it, I'm already this deep.
Lead screws. You could go to some American Western company, but
American Western company. No one ever invented lead screws before 2009. Before 2009, lead screws did not exist. News at 10.
You'd pay like $500 for 2 lead screws back then. It was insane.
The thing that I knew, because that's the only thing in the world, the things that I know, those are the only things that exist. Back then, when I was still an old man, that's how much I saw it for one time at this thing. Therefore, it was impossible and it didn't exist before Ed Sells invented the lead screw. Ed Sells did some great shit, but inventing lead screws was not one of them.
So all these cheap components coming out of China have all developed since Dr. Sells developed the Mendel printer.
Dr. Sells invented the screw. You heard it here first.
Now, the Mendel had a rework, the Mendel rework project, done by people other than Prusa. So Prusa then copied the Mendel, called it the Prusa Mendel. Then the rework came around, which was the gantry that you see on the Prusa, and he copied that. So
it's almost like it was like a free-form, open-source, collaborative thing where people took ideas from each other willingly and openly in order to make the machines better. No, it's because Prusa is secretly an underhand, devious fool that infiltrated these places. Yeah.
Prusa frame, designed by somebody else, not Prusa, is for an entirely different sort of problem set. It's not designed for manufacturing.
No, it's designed for self-replication. That's the entire point. That's why he has the biggest 3D printing farm in the world, because he wanted to make it this way. You're an idiot.
It's designed for self-replicating. So now Prusa is manufacturing all day, every day.
Self-replication is a form of manufacturing. It clearly works because not 20 minutes ago you were complaining about how many he sells. Fucking at least be consistent within yourself.
It's a bad design he shouldn't be making.
He shouldn't be doing. Who are you to tell people what to do? Who are you?
A Prusa i3 anymore. It's the year 2019. We should be on to something.
It's current year, everyone. Current year. Stay woke. Do as I say.
Like the E3D tool changer here. I really do like Core XY. It's not perfect.
I don't care what you like. No one cares what you like.
The verdict's still out for me. I have to get my hands on more Core XY printers. The ones that I played with.
Maybe you should buy one instead of trying to grow a weird audience and make a bunch of drama trash content. No one is going to send you shit. Right? No one is going to send you shit. No one wants to be associated with you. Just stop.
with are really like bottom of the line ones. So I can't wait to see this one in person. But we have a big problem here.
We have a big problem. Yes, we have a big problem. Not me, us. We have a big problem, dude.
Back to the problem, or back to the question of, does Prusa actually advance 3D?
A question that literally is not important whatsoever. Does Minglang Tan advance 3D printing? No. Do any of these people? No. It doesn't matter. Does Burger King advance food? Why don't you tweet to Burger King right now? Does Burger King advance food? Does McDonald's make food better? No. What does that mean? Unlike you've contributed so fucking much. I can name your contributions right. Oh, fuck.
3D printer technology, because this is an advancement, and Prusa is not helping this, right? He's not helping this.
Because he's doing his own things. Because he can do whatever he wants. Just like E3D does. It's almost like they're like autonomous human beings.
Why? Why isn't he helping this? Well, here's the problem. There's a conflict of interests. E3D makes all of their money.
See, this is when you just again pulling this out of your ass like you know anything. I don't know any. I have no insider information on E3D whatsoever. None. Right? I don't work for them. I have no insider information, and I know what you're about to say is complete horseshit. Right? E3D make tons of money because they make a great product, and they are an OEM for tens and tens of printers. Not even including the after not even including the hot ends they sell just on their own. Right? So many printers out on the market are made by them. So many hot ends in the market are made by them. And you think that they're controlled by Prusa. If Prusa has all this money, enough money to employ me at the Click Farm, why wouldn't he just buy E3D?
All of their money by being a subcontractor to Prusa.
Don't you talk about E3D like they're a subcontractor. You put respect on E3D's name, motherfucker. Respect on the name of people who do actual good shit and actually contribute, unlike you. Okay? They're not a subcontractor for anyone. They're an OEM. Alright? But I'm just Mr. Crazy Person who doesn't know anything, right? I know almost nothing about this, for real. And I know what an OEM is. But you, old ass man, seem to not know shit.
The E3D the E3D hot ends are on Prusa, and I think there's some other components as well that E3D makes that you'll find on a Prusa.
And I think 40 plus other printers, but he doesn't know about that, therefore it doesn't exist.
So E3D can't like outcompete Prusa. They can't.
Why? Ugh, carry on. I'm stopping too much.
Can't be the replacement, because as soon as they start to be
replacement, saws are replacement for hammers. This one thing that does this thing and costs this much, and this other thing that does a different thing and costs a different amount, totally replaced.
A threat to Prusa from like sales numbers. Prusa's gonna just start making his own version of an E3D. He'll just get some other machine shop to make E3D hot ends, right? Those are open source. There's nothing that keeps him, sourcing those from England.
Except quality, QC, friendly business relationships, and a reliable brand that people trust and find value in. I've never been to business class, by the way. I'm just a fucking idiot.
Especially after the Brexit happens, right?
Because you know about that. I'm from the UK, and the Brexit is hurting my money, for sure. But that actually would be good. That would actually be good for Prusa. If the value of the pound drops, it means that the exchange rate with the euro, which is the currency that they use in the Czech Republic, where Prusa is from and Prusa Research is, would be better. Therefore, it would actually be good. So you definitely know what you're talking about. You're a smart man.
So, E3D doesn't want to piss off Prusa. They can't. Their bread is buttered by.
I really want to see Sanjay slap the fuck out of you. I know he won't, because he's such a nice guy, But just know that in my head, Sanjay is beating the shit out of you.
Prusa, as the saying goes. So we're never going to see a fully realized E3D tool changer, that competes with Prusa coming from E3D. It's going to have to be a Chinese clone because E3D, they serve Prusa. They are owned by Prusa.
This thing is so stupid, it doesn't deserve a comment. I just want you to stare into his eyes and realize that this man is actually serious. I'm just as afraid as you are. Moving on.
And that's terrible. So, no, Prusa does not advance 3D printer technology.
It's almost like that was a rhetorical question for you, and that was really obvious from the beginning. But you set it up like you're investigating, and this is some kind of investigation, and you're just out here doing the good and noble service of finding out and diligently answering this question.
Literally advocating for substandard stuff and
things that I don't like.
Actively holding back, advancements coming from E3D.
Which makes no sense and doesn't actually even work within the logic that you've presented here.
So, he's at this point in time in 2018, Prusa is not very good for 3D printing, and that's why I pushed so hard against him.
Not because it's totally about me. Not at all. No one else can see that. And all the people that are saying that, they're just paid trolls who are paid by this other person, Prusa, to cut me, because it's totally not about me, ever.
So, yeah. That about sums it up.
About sums it up in this fucking 29-minute video. Just acting like it's a really quick thing. I've actually got tired sitting here and speaking about this. I'm physically tired now. I should reimburse you. I should send you an invoice for this fucking work I've done.
Sure, I'm going to get some disagreements, but guys, keep it civil. Stop.
You don't tell me what to do. I'll keep it as goddamn uncivil as I fucking want. Alright? I'm not controlled by anyone, run by anyone, and I already got my V-Bucks from Prusa this month, so I say what the fuck I want. And quite frankly, I'm just sick of you. I'm actually sick of you. And I'm like the only person who anyone even remotely knows in this community who will actually just say that to you. Because everyone else will be too nice. Everyone else is too proper. Everyone else is got something to protect. I don't have anything. You're a fucking dickhead. You're chatting absolute shit and everyone can see it. Fucking stop.
I'm not saying that I'm personally attacking him.
You are.
No. Okay, here's a big question that I've answered it before, but I'm sure you guys all want to know. What's my angle? Why do I care so much, right?
Because I have an ego.
I'm a sci-fi nerd. I just love seeing tech develop.
I'm just a guy, even though I've been picking up my own importance and how much I know, despite some fucking neckbeard who barely has enough time and energy to do basic things in the day, able to destroy all of the arguments I made in this fucking nearly half an hour fucking YouTube video easily with no script, just sitting here on his fucking own, even though I'm just gonna downplay myself because I just care so much about this community and I want things to be better for everyone and for me to get my fucking check.
Love seeing the world get better, even if it's only mechanically speaking, right? I love seeing those advancements.
I care about the history and future of mechanics, despite me thinking that lead screws were invented by Dr. Edsels in 2009.
And
I have to think so I can justify my own bullshit. I have to think, have I done enough? Is that enough? Is the cloak thick enough? I'm sure it is. Okay, moving on.
Anybody who advances 3D printers it's okay in my book. But
then I guess I'm not okay. I'm just a dude. Fuck. I guess I'll have to kill myself now.
Prusa having this quasi-monopoly.
Quasi-monopoly. What? Huh? Out of your ass.
Over the innovation in
a monopoly over the innovation. You just spoke about how E3D made the tool changer. How would that be possible with a monopoly on innovation? Which doesn't make any sense. Does Prusa able to read everyone in the 3D printing industry's mind? And whenever they come up with a new idea, he just sends us from the click farm to go beat the shit out of him? Like, fucking, holy shit. Timothy, we're coming for you next.
In the industry, it's not good for the industry. It holds us back. And
us. You're not part of the 3D printing industry. You're not doing anything. I'm not part of the 3D industry. We're not doing anything. Us back, you dick rider.
It also, his stranglehold on the claim to being a Western company that's producing a printer that's, equal to China.
Equal to, you know what? On all the Prusas, like right on the box and in all the marketing, it says equal to China. There's no other companies in the West who make printers that are equal to China. Okay, this is not scripted, by the way. I'm just gonna pull all of these names off the top of my head. Lulspot, BNC 3D, CME CNC, E3D with the big bucks for a long time. Who else makes printers in Europe? Europe or the United States? Big Rep. Who else? Come on. See, I'm just like, that's like enough in itself. I'm just trying to think of some more. I haven't looked at printer purchases for a long time. I haven't been looking to buy a new printer because my broadcast has been sitting here dealing with my own shit. So that's all you're gonna get. But yeah, I just pulled that out of my ass in about 15 seconds, and I have a raging headache from listening to this dumbass talk for about 2 hours.
Price wise, anyway, he shouldn't be the only one.
He isn't. I just showed you a bunch of other people who all of their printers cost more than his, by the way. So he's not the only one.
We need a diverse ecosystem.
Yeah, not diverse ecosystem. All those people I just mentioned don't exist.
Right? It's better for us, the consumer. Of course.
Now you're the consumer. I thought you were the industry like 10 seconds ago.
Of course, it's better for Prusa if he has a monopoly. Right? He's going to make money hand over fist, even more than he's already making. But we need that diversity. It's better for us.
Because diversity is our strength, everyone. Stay woke.
I want a printer that's like the tool changer, that's all enclosed with a heated chamber where I can print, carbon fiber impregnated polycarbonate.
If you're super engineer enough to be giving Prusa advice, why don't you make it? If you want it, build it for your damn self.
With a TPU overmolding, so I can imitate the handle on my cordless drill.
Because everyone else finds super value in that. Why don't you build it for yourself?
I could do prototypes like that kind of a thing. That's what I want, right? And Prusa's nowhere close to that.
He's not building the thing I want him to build, therefore he's trash. Trash! He doesn't pay enough V-Bucks, I'll give you that. He's fucking trash. Increase my pay. I want 7,000 V-Bucks a day, Prusa. 7,000.
His tool changing thing, that thing would melt in a chamber at polycarbonate temperatures.
It's almost like it's not designed for that shit.
I want that fancy printer I just told you, and I only want to spend $2,000 for it.
Then build it yourself.
Guys, also, $2,000 is reasonable for a printer. $1,000, you guys think that's too expensive, but the true...
Unlike me, yeah, I got lots of money. $1,000 is too cheap. I have so much money from my successful YouTube channel and whatever else the fuck I do is. $1,000 is too expensive. Ugh.
True capability that we need for...
We are not part of we. There is no we.
For this consumer level 3D printing to actually be...
Consumer level 3D printing. Heated chamber, peak, TPU overmoldings, and carbon fiber. For you and your kid to learn about 3D design together and the basics of STEM. Got it. Okay, cool.
Seriously viable for industry. And that when it's viable for industry, that's going to win it.
It's not a printer for industry. Those already exist. It's almost like it's targeted to a specific market. I swear, I should go to business school. I'm fucking good at this shit. You know what? I'm going to stop making YouTube videos and go to business school right now. Alright? Thanks. I'm going to get my new career. You know what? You're great.
When it really takes off again, we'll have that second renaissance of 3D printing. And to get there, it's going to be about a $2,000 3D printing, which is about what the E3D tool changer costs. So
There's no actual pricing announced on that, so you don't actually know that, but sure.
All right, that's my 2 cents. I'm sure you
Your
guys.
2 cents is worth about 2 cents, and it takes too fucking long to say it. I cannot believe that a channel I used to like and someone I thought was going to be a valuable member of this community has stooped to this level of just fucking bullshit. And if I have to become the 3D printing Keemstar and just do nothing but make fucking videos dunking on your dumb ass, I guess there's no one else but me who could do it.
Guys have opinions, but please keep it civil.
No. How about no? I don't want to. You can't make me. Free speech. Blah blah. Shut up.
Right? There's no need to attack me personally.
I haven't attacked you personally. That's what the memes are. That's what the memes were for. Right now, I'm just criticizing and just going through step by step, showing how fucking nonsense this is. It's just pure nonsense, and I'm sick of it. And you should stop.
I didn't say anything personal about Prusa.
You just disparaged his company, his work, called him a liar, a cheat, someone who holds back 3D printing, and some kind of overwhelming fucking Doctor Doom level bullshit. But I didn't say anything about like his face or anything, therefore it's okay.
You know, I said I didn't like his t-shirt, but that's about it. So, all right. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
I should probably stop doing this. If my therapist sees this, she'll be like, this is self-harm. We need to put you in the hospital again. Lord have mercy. So that was that bullshit by Design Prototype Test. It's beyond stupid. Beyond fucking stupid. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes out. We'll see what his response is, if he makes any. I'm literally a nobody in this fucking community, in this industry, you know. So we'll see. We'll fucking see. And I already have some predictions, but I'll just be making memes until then and like banning people, because that's what I do. So bye.